Hello beautiful bloomers. I decided to have a change of scenery and I'm sitting in the park in the shade, one of which so happens to be the one I spent most of my majority of my teenagehood in. I'd like to talk today about the difference between shame and guilt. It seems to be a common occurrence that these two are mixed up and believed to be the same thing, and I'm guilty of one of those, believing that too. It's only recently that I actually found out the real meaning of these two things, and although I know shame is not a good thing, and that guilt is, a valid, healthy emotion to have, I didn't fully understand what made them different. So shame comes from the outside of us, so what other people say and what other people think about us, and it's more or less a personal attack, because when you're shamed it leads someone to believe that they are unworthy and that they are the problem, whereas guilt, it's an internal thing where we recognise that something that we did was wrong or it was a mistake. So guilt's the feeling we get in order for us to want to make amends or fix the problem, basically. So the biggest difference is it's a case of you and your action. And I know a lot of people that may not make sense to, but that's why it's such an important thing to talk about, and that's also why shame is not helpful, because when you believe that you are a problem, there's going to be no incentive to change that, because we can't actually change who we are as a person. We can change our actions and our thoughts and our beliefs, but we can't change who we are. We were born as we are, and there's nothing we can do about that. So of course that's not going to be of any use, because and obviously as a child too, if you're never taught how to resolve your guilty feelings when you do something wrong, because you're immediately shamed for it. Children quite often are told you're naughty when they misbehave, and they're not naughty, just what they chose to do was naughty. They're gonna instantly believe that they're a problem, and then our brains are in fact wired to want to prove that we are a problem, so they'll then go searching in the world to prove that we are naughty. They'll look for things and they'll see nothing but proof that actually they are a problem, which is how it spirals into us as children too, but also as adults, why we self-judge so much and why we're so hard on ourselves. So I want to put this out there, so we can all do a better job of this. Like, when we understand something, it means that we can make a conscious effort to improve it, and recognizing guilt as a feeling with a purpose is going to help our future generations and ourselves. There's some times where we feel guilty for things that we shouldn't even feel guilty for, like having an opinion, for example. Like, if you were shamed, like I was as a child, for being different, which, let's be frank, everybody is different in some way or another, you're going to take that personally, and then you're not going to have any, why would you be able to feel better? Like, you're going to be stuck in this trap of feeling guilty because you've done an action that's wrong, but not knowing how to change it because you don't believe you can change it. So yeah, I invite you now, if you're one of these people that, you know, subconsciously shames yourself and other people, please be aware of it. Please become aware of the things that you are saying to yourself and to your kids and anyone you care about, because honestly, most people, I don't think, are even aware that they're doing it. We have these expectations of people, but we don't give people the tools, and we're not taught the tools, and it's time to change that. Let's start by making better choices. You know, let's teach our children that we look after, that we are not a problem. Our mistakes don't define who we are. We can use that as an opportunity to learn and grow, and show them how. You know, when obviously the most common thing when someone's done something wrong is to apologise, but often people stop at that, and in some cases that's not enough. We need to take an action as well on top of that to rectify it. So let's practice that. Let's show our kids how to do that and start doing it for ourselves, with our partners and our friends. And I know it can be difficult, but it's something that we need to change if we want to live in a better world, and have a happier life. I hope that's been helpful, and it's made sense. If it hasn't, please let me know, and I will do my best to explain in another way, or just put it more simply, or give examples as well. I can do that. Thank you for listening. Much love.